So we know the landscape of Vietnam, it was jungle. So you have vegetation, trees everywhere. So something that the US used was an herbicide that was a defoliant, meaning it got rid of the foliage on the trees called Agent Orange. So Agent Orange being an herbicide, it's a chemical that strips the leaves from the trees and the shrubs, and then it turns like the jungle or any farmland into wasteland. So then they'll be able to see the Viet Cong. The Viet Cong won't be able to live off the land, off of the food supply. So it was a great way to try to get after the Viet Cong. This herbicide, Agent Orange, is 500 times more concentrated than agricultural pesticides. And if you or your parents or anyone in your family has ever used a pesticide, they're probably wearing gloves, long sleeves. If you've ever seen like someone from Leaf River come out, they'll have like a mask, like their whole body's going to be covered because pesticides are very dangerous. They have carcinogens in them. So Agent Orange is 500 times more concentrated than agricultural pesticides, that much more potent. They called this Operation Ranch Hand when they would spray the Agent Orange on the food crops. And then what would happen when they would spray and destroy the food crops is then people would move into the cities, and there were a lot more US military. It was easier to watch the Vietnamese in the cities. So we wanted people to go into the cities. From 1962 to 1971, sprayed somewhere around 20 million gallons of Agent Orange on 25 million acres. What they found out is there were effects of Agent Orange, as you could imagine when I told you how dangerous it is, that the US wasn't aware of. Is it affected new babies, anywhere from 150 to 500,000 new babies that were born with deformities, as you can see, like extra fingers, extra toes. You can see the deformed and large skulls, born with hernias, born with cancer, more mental disabilities. They actually found Agent Orange in the mother's breast milk because it was in their food supply. So the mom would eat, of course, to supply nourishment to the baby, and then her breast milk would actually be giving them this dangerous pest, this dangerous herbicide. When U.S. soldiers returned, it was found in their blood. U.S. soldiers that fought in Vietnam, they have higher rates of cancer than any other war. Things like Hodgkin's, non-Hodgkin's, prostate cancer, leukemia, type 2 diabetes, a lot of mental illnesses. I had a speaker who fought in Vietnam, and he came to talk, and he's had his own health battles, and it's attributed to his time in Vietnam, his exposure to Agent Orange. This is, you can see a delta. So this would have been all jungle before, but this is how effective Agent Orange was, is now there's no vegetation left in this jungle anymore because it had been sprayed with Agent Orange.